on Facebook. Oh, here we go.
Oh, really?
Hello, hello. Hi.
Hello.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. My name is Coco Gonzalez. And today, I know that it's Friday, so everybody is getting ready to I think we lost Tanya for a second.
Yeah.
I can add it back when she comes back again. All right, she's right here. All right, technology.
Sometimes it's smarter than me.
All right, so well, I think Tanya is having a little bit internet issues, but we are so excited. It's Friday evening, and everybody's getting ready for the weekend. And I have two very special guests, two beautiful women that each of them in their particular area, they are being very successful doing network marketing. So I'm going to say thank you, ladies, for being with me today. And I wanted it to start first knowing a little bit about each of you and how long are you been doing network marketing. You want to start, Nova?
Oh, great. Hi, thank you. Hi, Coco and Miss
Hi.
Tanya. Thank you for for inviting me here today. Like I told Miss Tanya, this is my first time, so it's kind of an experience. But anyway, I started with network marketing 5 years ago, and initially, oh well, I'm from the Philippines, by the way, and born and raised, and here in the Philippines, network marketing has really gotten a very bad reputation. Nobody wants to do it. It's like everybody thinks that it's a scam, and I got into it not because I wanted to get into networking, but I found this product that I thought was very helpful, and it was kind of the price was kind of restrictive, and I thought the only way for me to keep using it would have to be to earn it, to get it for free. And in network marketing, that's exactly what you get products for free, and you don't have to you know spend your money from, say, your job, to enjoy the products. And that's how I started initially. I said I just want to have free products, but I approached it. How did they say it? I was a part-time networker, but I approached it to the full-time heart. and since, and since it's very new to me, I had no. I thought that I don't really need a lot, and so I started doing it. Just inserted it between my regular job, and before I knew it, I was making an income from my side gig that's almost equal to my full time gig. And I thought, so this is networking, huh? I said, what if I give it a little bit more? What if I give it a little bit more? And well, I have to be honest. Initially, it was a free products, and it was the income that got me really kind of look into networking. And then I found people. Oh my God, do you know people can be really amazing? I found people I liked and loved and who supported me and celebrated me. And I thought, oh, this is a good thing. So as I was a corporate slave when I started in networking, and now I'm a networking diva, whatever it is. I thought that there is nothing better than network marketing. And and so I think I can't see myself anymore doing the 9 to 5 grind or whatever. I used to work as a in the BPO here in the Philippines. I was an operations manager at one point, and I would always say that I was a call girl in my I was a call girl in my past life. because I worked in the call center, but I can't imagine myself not doing network marketing. It's just the best thing there is.
And I had a question because you are from the Philippines. Obviously, the financial situation is different in each country. Here in the United States, well, they say we are blessed to be here because the financial situation, the many opportunities, the American dream.
Right.
So, how was it for you being in the Philippines and the financial situation of the country or everything in the country to say that I'm not able to do that here because whatever people doesn't want to take care of themselves, there is no money, how I'm gonna find a team, how you overcome from all those thoughts of maybe taking you to failure, they didn't do it because your mentality, how you overcome from that.
Oh, interesting question. The first network marketing business that I did was it was really of a product that's very niche, and very I would say it's not affordable. And for a country like the Philippines, that can add an extra challenge to it, to network marketing. But I think it really would boil down to your mindset, because not everybody. The Philippines is a developing country, but not everybody's not without resources, and sometimes it may just take a little bit more work to find your market and to create it. But if your mindset is whatever happens, I'm gonna make it happen. um, and the every rejection that you get is just, it should be used as a fuel to get to the next person who would say yes to you. And I may be I'm that way. Every time I hear a no, it's not from me. Oh no, you're scamming me. Or no, that will not work. It just fuels my resolve a little bit more, and I go, I'm gonna prove you wrong. I'm gonna prove you wrong. And even before I had really what s- what results in network marketing, I don't know what it is, but I would tell people, if you don't join my team, I had no team when I started, right? Just me and my upline who's nowhere. I mean, my upline's in Manila, which is like an hour plane ride from me. So I got nobody, and knew nothing really. But the one thing that I knew was that, if you keep talking to people, just keep talking to people. The goal is not to sell, but to make a relationship and to make people aware. And I would say this was my line before. I would say, if you don't join my team right now, you will regret it. A year or two after, you're gonna regret it. And I had no team. I had nobody. I was like, but there were a few people who said after a couple of years, who said, I should have listened to you and joined you when you first talked to me. So I I think that we all are placed in different situations. The situation's unique every time. But what really dictates the result is your mindset. Whatever you focus on really is what grows, right? So if you I have this friend who joined me in that network marketing business, and she's always got issues, right? And every time she has a problem, I would present her with a solution, and she would have a problem for that solution. It's like, what are we gonna do? So I said, if it doesn't have a solution, that's not a problem. Why don't we even worry about it? But so I think that mindset, I that I kind of that network marketing strengthened in me. I think that's what got me through network marketing.
And what are the things that you teach you people to do after you start having a team?
Okay. So the first thing that I teach my people is that they have to have the right attitude. You know, a little kindness here and there will not really hurt. I mean, that we shouldn't we shouldn't think about the money all the time. That money will come eventually. Um, but I don't like when people are bickering, you know. And I feel like that's something that a leader has to set very, very early on. How we behave with each other, how we communicate with each other. And so that's the first thing for me. I try to be nice and kind and genuine, not try. That's what I hope to be with people. And I don't care whose team you're on. If you need help, I'm gonna help you. So I think I hope that my teammates. Oh, now I'm crying. I'm gonna cry because I'm thinking about the teammates. But I really think that um, it doesn't require a degree to be kind to people. It does not require education. You know, and so that's the first thing that I really, really, kind of um, bring with me when I'm with my teams. And then, of course, the next thing is that you always show up in meetings, always show up in, because again, that does not require special skills. Showing up does not require special skills. Even if your heart is not in it in the beginning, show up and join every event, every meeting that you can, because that's how you learn. And if you don't learn anything, if you don't open yourself up and soak things in, it's nothing's gonna happen to you. So I guess two things that I always kind of encourage my teammates to do, because it does not require intelligence. It require, you know, a lot.
And it's something very true from the beginning. The first time that I met you, I feel that you are not be missing any of the meetings. You are always there, and all the team is gonna do what you're gonna do. They are watching you, and they're gonna go exactly what you're doing. How is that? I know that you before are with another company, and then somehow you ending here with us. Yeah. How is that you find out about Actis?
Actives is I found by I don't it wasn't planned. So my upline is Jeff Lever, who lives here in the Philippines. And for the longest time, Jeff has been telling me about this guy David and this guy Jerry, and who are these people? And this David guy is this and this Jerry guy, excuse me, excuse me, is this and this and this. So I was like, okay. And then we were gonna talk to Jerry about something else. So one day Jeff is like talking to Jerry, and Jeff said, "Oh, let me check if she's on, if she can go on a Zoom with us." And so Jeff messaged me, and I was ready. So we talked to Jerry, and we presented to Jerry something else. And Jerry's like, while you're here, why don't I tell you what I do? I was like, okay, while we're here. And he presented, of course, the products. Initially, what got me were the products, and we were like, this is what I need, and the price point is perfect. So I thought, just by Jerry's very convincing, ladies and gentlemen. You should talk to Jerry once in a while. So it's like,
As
these are the
Tanya.
products, yeah, and uh, this is what it does. This is the science. These are the people involved. And I thought, okay, why don't I try it? Just want to try it. I At that point, I wasn't sure if what how I would want to do this? Should I build my own business myself, just myself, stay away from networking, And I saw the products really great, and I thought, okay, let's try this. And then Jerry said, "Do you want to talk to David?" I don't know how that. I don't know how. I can't remember how exactly the David
Conversation.
Brown. The David Brown came into the conversation or whatnot. But I think at some point Jerry suggested, or Jeff maybe suggested to talk to David Brown, and I thought, okay, why don't we? And that's how I got started. And then I thought, oh, this is something that I can do, and so here we are.
And so far, are you pleased for what are you seeing and experiencing?
Very, very happy with the products. There's some kinks in the beginning. I mean, birth pangs, they're everywhere, and it's a reality. But I got the products eventually, started using them, and got almost immediate results. The
Nice.
Optimum primarily is like within minutes, and it's really not, it's not what my friend said. Oh, kind of impossible. It's like, well, you should try it. And so my friend tried it on her toothache, and it's like, oh, it's gone after a few minutes. So Optimum really made an impression right away. And then I started using Mora, and then I didn't know, I couldn't see it, right? Because I look at my face every day. But I went to coffee with my friend, and she's like, your skin is improved. What have you been doing? It's like, oh, I'm using the skincare. So the products are amazing. And then if you really think about it, we have no direct competitor. And that's what I like. We're unique. Our proposition in the market is not like anyone's. So that's why I'm gonna have a business. I want to stand out. I don't want to be just another person selling barley or whatever that's there. And it's very unique. The science is an emerging science, and nobody pays a lot of attention to it yet until you understand it. So the product is amazing. I'm very happy with the team that I have now. Tanya and Coco and Jerry and everybody, Aaron, just very supportive, all the way up to David and Ryan and Stu, Angie. Um, it's just that I like being around my current team, and building the team here is, I don't know, but I feel like we're doing something impactful, and it's going to be a slow start. There will be bumps along the way, but again, if you just keep at it and just focus on it, it will grow eventually. It will. So,
And the good thing is, like you say, you are not alone.
yeah.
And I think you're one of the best teams here in the United States. And I know that you talk about your skin, how it's been changing with Emora, that we're going to talk a little bit about Emora. But now I would like to introduce Tanya. I know Tanya was here before, but I would like for Tanya to introduce herself, what she does, and how is that and then I think she also mentioned in the past how she started network marketing when she was pretty young. I
Yeah.
think this is a very nice story. So I would like for her to share that, and then uh, why she started here with Actis.
Well, thank you, Coco. I'm so happy to be here with the two of you wonderful ladies. And I got started in network marketing 30 years ago. I was a young college student, and I found a product that I loved, but I couldn't afford it because I was a college student. And so I decided, asked the person that was selling it, how much do you pay for the product? And then when I realized that she got a big discount on the product, then I thought, well, I'm going to sign up just to get the product at the cost, because you get it at a much better price. Well, what happens with me is when I find something that I love, I have to tell everybody I meet, have you tried this? Or, people would be like, hey, you look different. You look better, Um, it was a cosmetic company. So, right away it showed in my skills of my makeup. It is showed in my skin. People were realizing, and then they questioned me. And then, of course, I wanted to share because I wanted everybody to feel as good as I did. And so I was trained by a really great leader that said the leaders at the top have more no's than anybody else that's sitting out in the audience. They have more no's, and they also have more skinned knees because they've fallen down and picked themselves back up and started again. And so that, the ones that get to the top, they did not get there without trials and bumps and, somebody to lock arms with and support themselves. And so I was like, oh, then I got excited about the no's because, I needed more no's. If I didn't have all those no's, I wasn't going to get to the top. That is what I told myself. You need a no or you're not going to get a yes. So I started making it a game. Like, let's see, can I get 10 no's this week? Because then the next week I would inevitably get 4 or 5 yeses. So that's, when I was young, that's how I had to think about it, because, when you're young and you're in college and you're working part-time and people are telling you no, and you're like, I really need my product for free. You get a little discouraged. And at that time it came, the product kit came in this really big boxy thing, and I kicked it and I broke my toe. And so, and I remember sitting down in my room crying, and I'm like, I'm just not going to do this. And then my dad's like, why can't you do this? You can do anything you set your mind to. And so again, like Nova said, it is a mindset. I had to learn to change my mindset, get up and say, I'm going to do it again and do it again and do it again. And the next thing, what happened? I won a car. And then I kind of got it. It's almost like an adrenaline addiction when you help somebody, and then when you're helping someone with their health and their skin and how they look and feel, and they get emotional, and you've made an impact on them, whether it be, health wise or financial. To me, there is no better blessing than to have someone say, thank you. Thank you for thinking of me. Thank you for sharing this. What we have our hands on, I have to say, when I was introduced to this company, I had been with another health and wellness company that restructured, and overnight I lost my team. And so that was a kind of a bitter pill to take. And I swore that I was not going to ever do this again. I was not going to, there was no product out there that would make me do this again. And I spoke too soon. And I live next to Jerry Scrivener. We live on the same street, 2 houses away. And he never shared these products with me. For years, I heard about this amazing company, this amazing startup, this amazing, CEO, all these amazing things, but he never once told me the name of the company, and he never once shared a product with me. Until I stepped on a rock, and I was barefoot outside, and I had a Charlie horse, and I was in pain, and he said, I have something, I'll be right back. And he runs to his house and he comes back with some water and some pills. And because I know him and I've known him a long time and he's my friend and I trusted him, I took it. Had no idea what I was taking. And then within a few minutes, I was like, you could just see my calf relax and my toe release. And I was like, oh, the pain is gone. And then I was like, hey, what did you give me? What did I take? That was my introduction to Optimint. And so at that point, I was like, I need some of that. And then I told him he had to go home because he had that wonderful product that could have helped me through my shoulder surgery and recovery, and he never offered it to me. So I had a temper tantrum and sent Jerry home, and I didn't talk to him for a couple days. But then I decided I wanted that product. So I went over and I'm like, okay, tell me more about this. So of course he starts with the business. Nope, I don't want to know about the business. I just want to know about the product. Just shared Optimint. He did not tell me that it came in a trifecta and that I would feel even more amazing. He just gave me a bottle of Optimint. And then a few weeks later, thank goodness, David Brown, the CEO, was coming to Jerry's house to do a presentation with one of the doctors. And then Jerry started to panic that maybe his team wouldn't come, nobody would show up. So I promised him I would be there. And then that's when things really changed. When I watched the presentation and the doctor talked about the products and he talked about the science and he talked about the health benefits and this new cutting technology that only Actives really has their hands on, I was like, wow. And then when I listened to David Brown talk about the business and the opportunity, and he answered my questions, I was hooked. I knew then that there was no looking back. The very next day, I signed up. Jerry's like, well, let's look at these. And I said, what's the biggest package you have? Because I knew as a leader in in my previous company, people will go, well, where did you start? Well, I wanted samples because I knew I was going to need to sample. I wanted some product on hand to sell because I was going to share that first product with everybody I knew, because in my age group, we all have some aches and pains. And so I knew that I had my hands on a gold mine and I really, really needed this. And so I'm like, no, I want this package. And I realized I was teaching him, because he was like so focused on, I don't know what your budget is. And I'm like, that's not, I'm telling you, this is what I want. Just help me figure that out. How do I buy it? And so, it was a learning curve. And so it was a real blessing that we get to work together. And these products, it's truly, they're life-changing. I ran in again to the nose and people like, oh, good Lord, here she comes again. She's got another health thing. Oh God, she's going to try and gimmick me or something, And I'm like, nope, just take 2 of these and tell me how you feel. And our family sometimes tends to be our biggest critics with things like that when we're starting on these adventures. And so I didn't even approach mine. I'm just like, here, they'd say, oh, I have this ache or this pain. And my youngest cousin, she was like, we were leaving on a girls' trip, and she said, I have a frozen shoulder. I can't move. She says, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do our floating trip. I don't know, down the river. She goes, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do things. I stopped the car. I hadn't even got out of my cul-de-sac, and I gave her 2 Optimint, and I had driven 2.5 miles, and she could move her arm. And by the time we had driven the 3 hours to get to our destination, she had full range of motion in her arm. And she's like, what did you give me? So every morning, she was like, I need some more of that stuff. Well, then I just gave her the trifecta. I was like, here, take all 3 of them. And she had no idea, but she just knew that whatever I gave her, she felt amazing. Well, then my older cousin was there, and she's like, well, what are you giving her? What are you guys doing? Well, what if I need it? And so I'm like, well, here, you take it too. And so, my friends, they always give me a hard time because they're like, oh, but they always call me. What do you recommend for this? What do you know about this? Because I've been in the healthcare industry for 30 years. And so they're always like, we know you're going to know something that's a little better than traditional, over the or prescription medications. How can we do something more naturally? And so I was like, that's kind of a nice thing a reputation to have, is that people trust you enough to call you and to, they didn't even question, just like I didn't question Jerry. They're just like, oh, you've got something that will help me. And, now my cousin can't stop talking about, oh, you have an ache and a pain. Oh, let me tell you about my shoulder, because she told me she's my hairdresser and she said, I'm going to retire and find something else to do. And I'm like, who's going to do my hair? So it was kind of selfish because I needed her to be able to continue in her job for a while longer because I didn't want to look for a new hairdresser. So, I love this industry. Is it easy? No, it's not always easy. Is it fun and worth it? Absolutely. Because the friends you make become more like family. I would rather spend most of my time with my network marketing family than maybe with my own family. Because we get to pick who we work with.
Right.
And we get to lock arms. And, sometimes when your downline or your cross lines say, if somebody I want you to meet, I'm never worried about, oh, are they going to be crabby? Are they going to be this? I'm always excited to meet them, and they become your closest confidants. You want to travel with them. You want to do things with them. And they have the same mindset that you do. Their mindset is to help people grow, to help people get healthy, to help people with their finances, to celebrate. We don't go, oh, she made a new level. Yay. We're like, yes. Everybody celebrates and we all move at our own time, but we're there to pick each other up when, something doesn't quite go and we miss a goal. We're there to support one another and then make it the next time. And so, there are times that getting a call from our upline, Claudia Valdez, is just what I need to change my mindset for that day. Sometimes Jerry will send me something and I'm like, that's exactly what I needed to hear right at that moment. And, I don't get that support from my family. My daughter moved away. So it's just, here locally, it's my mom, my husband, and myself. And so we're all three independently kind of busy, but, my husband doesn't send me little uplifting proverbs or things that are going to make me better as a leader in business. That's not his mindset, but that is Jerry's and my friend or my upline Claudia and Coco and Nova. And so I have others that I have surrounded myself with that are strong and like-minded. And so, being able to change lives is just, it's almost an addiction for me. I'm like, that is just, it just fills and warms my heart.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
from the time that I've been knowing you, Tanya, you are very beautiful, but so um, smart, and you always put everything that and the company, and you are very knowledgeable. You go and study, and sometimes when we don't know something, oh no, I know Tanya already studied and already she will have the answer. And I noticed that both of you mentioned the product Optimate, and Optimate is tetrahydrocurcumina that is going to reduce, basically, or is going to fight inflammation. We talk about other videos. The inflammation is the first thing that the body is going to create, or as a natural response that something is coming, and later it's going to express in something. So you girls try Optimate. All me at the beginning also I tried Optimate. I was having a liver arthritis in my hands, and in 2 weeks, an issue that was developed for a year, Optimate was able to take it very easy, and now it's been like 5 years, and that disappeared. But also, I noticed that you two had experience before in network marketing. So you're already, your mindset isn't, I'm not going to quit. I'm going to do this no matter what. And I
Yep.
need, and this is again our emotions, right? Well, now that we are here, we know it's a emotion game, and we need to control that emotion, because if we don't do that, we're going to go in this holocauster, and all the no's, there's going to put it down, or there's going to lead to us to find the yes. And also, I noticed that because you had that experience before, I I believe that God was preparing you too for this amazing company that we are right now. So all the things that you girls experienced before is now you're gonna apply all that knowledge to
Mhm.
this company, and it is amazing because we all learn from each other, and to see the leadership that you two have is amazing, because now we can support each other and we can learn to each other. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the skincare. We know that we usually talk about our supplements, and as always I say, is we take care ourselves from inside, also we need to do it from outside. And Actis offer a skincare and epigenetics called Emora, and it usually has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 products. And I would like to start. Maybe Tanya, you can tell us a little bit about the skincare Emora.
Oh, um, it's funny because I was a little reluctant. I have rosacea. And so sometimes trying a new skincare can be a little scary for me, because I never know how my rosacea will react to it, or if my skin will flare. Um, and so I was like, I kept telling Jerry, I'm really happy with my skincare. My skin likes my skincare. Um, but to get him to leave me alone, I said, I will try the Amora. And I'm so glad that he nagged me, because this is literally the best skincare I have ever used. And my rosacea is almost gone completely, because I was getting like the little veins where I thought I was going to have laser treatments. And I don't have that hardly at all on my face anymore. And so this skincare is so wonderful. You know, uh, it's not often that you find a mud mask that's a powder that you can mix with um, lots and lots of different things. And you can open up, I just discovered this, that when you mix the mud mask, you can mix it with honey, and then you open up one of our genomics and you put that in there as well, because then the nerve too soaks in through the skin. I just
Oh,
learned that. And, a lot of masks, or you have to be very careful, like how long it's on the skin, what type of skin type you have. But this is a universal, it works on women and men. My husband will have a spa day. Jerry has, I know him and Evelyn have spa days, his wife. And so my 6-year-old nephew, he loves to do, he calls me Oma, and he's like, oh, Oma, are we doing a spa day? Do I get a mask? He loves to do this with me. And, it is very safe for his, 6 years old. He's got baby skin, and his baby skin is fabulous with this. And so I love that you can mix this powder with so many different things. I think my husband and Jerry mix it with beer because it's a boy thing, they say. Water, avocado. it's really limitless. I was talking with a lady that has, she's an esthetician at a spa, and I'm like, you could mix this like for Valentine's when they do like the chocolate facials. Mm. And it smells really delicious. It's very light. The fragrance is very light, and it is not something that um, will flare your skin, or if you're allergic to smells, you won't have that problem with this natural product. It's also very soothing to people with eczema. So it's a really great product. To start off, it's got 30 natural ingredients in it. So it's really good, and it's not meant to be like a long left on mask. You just wait until it dries, and then you want to take it off. You can use it as a scrub if you're in a hurry in the shower, and your face feels so renewed. And I loved it because there's only 2 years between Jerry and I in age. But when we went to the salon, and he was introducing me, because skincare is not his forte, to the ladies, they were like, Jerry, you brought your daughter with you. And I was like, yes, he did. And so, and then we went out afterwards to a market that has a selection of beer that we like. And I was carded. And he is like, what is going on? And I'm like, it is the Amora. I am going backwards in age. My daughter said, Mom, you got carded and I didn't. So, that makes me feel really great. And the skincare it's nice because it's meant for every type of skincare. It doesn't matter whether your skin is dry, combination, or oily. It will work on all those skin types. So.
Okay, yeah, and I know that you mentioned the 30 ingredients, and basically it's gonna clean all the dead cells from your skin, ready for the moisturizer. Or
The cleanser.
The cleanser. So I would like to see if Nova knows more about our cleanser.
Is it the toner or
Yeah,
the
yeah, no,
toner?
the toner. Yes, the toner.
Yeah. So as a result, just want to share with you briefly. I went to see my aesthetic doctor over the weekend, and then I had my facial and all that. And the esthetician said, "Ma'am, your face is very hydrated, and your pores are not, and she said, but you haven't been here for a few weeks, and but your skin is improved. So the skin is improved. But talking about the toner that has a fermented rice water. Living in the Philippines, we eat rice 3 times a day, and so we traditionally rice is in part of the culture, right? And I remember my grand aunt would, because when you cook rice, you what you wash it with water, and then the water she would set aside for a few minutes, and then what's left, the sediment, she would put in her face and hair and her hair. And I never did understood it until I was in a plane, and I was reading, you know how it is in the airplane when they have like things that they sell, and I saw this Japanese brand and said that their product has fermented rice water supposed to reduce inflammation in the skin and makes the skin, brightens the skin up. It encourages hair growth and all that. And I said, oh, my grand aunt was right about the rice water after all. So when I heard that this product has fermented rice water, for the cost, for what you get it for, it's like, this is a steal. I mean, because the product that I saw, the product that I saw on the plane are, luxury brands, and a small bottle would go for like what?
180.
No, that brand is like it's like $300 per bottle, small
Wow.
bottle.
Wow.
And they're saying how they knew about the fermented rice waters, that in Japan they have sake, or they make the rice wine, and old people who are making the rice wine has young hands but old faces. And so they looked into the rice water and what it does, and it's really really fantastic. And the thing about it is it's not drying because it does not have alcohol, and it's very light. It gets absorbed really easy, so it doesn't feel heavy on your skin. Because when it's heavy on your skin, you know that it's blocking the pores. It's what this one it does it. So yeah, that's my favorite cocoa. If I have
Yeah,
to choose one from the line, I will choose a toner.
yeah. This one, the toner, also is one of my favorites because it's full of antioxidants. And for me, as a runner and be exposure to the sun, I was having a lot of pressure sprinkles when you add a little, yeah, right. So sun damage, and this guy was able to clear all that. And I see people that they've been using when they go to the beach and have so many exposure in the sun, and they start having all those little dark spots. The rice water is able to clear and line up and take away those dark spots. So this is a very, very amazing product. And I jump, and I didn't talk about the cleanser. But the cleanser is one of our new products, and we know that uh, this product activate vitamin D reception, and also it's gonna hydrate, and it's gonna clean the skin. So basically what you do, you put it in your hand, and then you're gonna rubber it, right? And then you're gonna go and wash it, and you feel, I told people, when you go and wash it and rinse it, you feel your skin like very soft, like a baby. And maybe Tanya can tell us more a little bit about the benefits of the cleanser, but I know that has healing properties and promotes collagen. And what else our cleanser does, Tanya? She's our
Um, it it has mattacaria in it, which it kills the acne bacteria on the face. So if you have acne, it will get rid of the acne. Um, as you're in perimenopause and menopause, you'll get acne along your hormonal acne along your jawline and hairline, and those can actually be more like cystic acne, and this takes it away within days. They never get bad or big or anything like that. It just clears it right up. And it's nice because when I rub it together, I put a little water and it foams right up. And I do my neck and my chest area as well. Because, our neck, especially if we've had sun exposure a lot as we age, when you look at your neck and your décolletage area, you need to add 5 years to your age. And that's how old your neck and your chest will look if you are not taking care of it. They always say that on women, they check like underneath our eye, how many wrinkles do we have here? How wrinkly is our neck or chest? And how wrinkly are the back of our hands? That's how people kind of gauge about how old a woman is. And I love the rice toner because, when driving and the sun comes through the window, that's what puts a lot of the dark spots on the back of people's hands. Well, the rice toner has taken away. I don't have any on my hands anymore. And my hands don't have the wrinkles that they used to. And so it's very deceptive. People always guess me at least 10 years younger than I really am. And I am just like, okay. I love going backwards. I was like, here I am in my 50s, and I was getting carded because somebody didn't think I was 21. So I was very excited because I was like, I had to make sure that they were being serious with me, but I was being carded by a woman. I wasn't being carded by a man. I was being carded by a woman. And so she's like, you do not look like you're old enough to buy alcohol. And I was like, oh, oh, and I got really excited more about the Amora at that point. I was like, I'm liking this. But yes, the cleanser is, I like it because it's very light. It has a little bit of a kind of a clean smell to it. And so it's very great for since any type of sensitivity, any type of skin. It's very refreshing and very small amounts. That's what I really love about this product is a small amount will go, just like a pea size is all you need to clean your face, your neck, and your chest. Anything bigger than that, you might as well be in the shower and just wash everything in it.
Yeah, how
So
I
it
do it.
doesn't waste. It's a small amount. This product, that's what I really love about this product is it helps it last longer for the price of it. And because a small amount goes a long way.
Yeah, it's how I use it before I go to take a shower, put it in my hands, and then rub it up and go and rinse, and that's it. All right, so, and the prices, compare with
And
any
it's very good
prices.
at taking off waterproof makeup.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that one. See? All right, 1 second because I
Yep.
have this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now let's go talk about our serum that usually any skincare product has only one or two actives, and this one has 5 in 1. That's gonna reduce wrinkles. It's gonna protect you from the sun exposure. It's gonna increase collagen, and it's gonna hydrate. And what are the other benefits of Emora, Tanya? The serum.
Uh, well, I love the serum. It feels like you're almost getting your face is like is tightening up and firming. You can feel your skin firming, and it really soaks into your skin, so it goes down to the bottom layer and it moisturizes from the inside out. And I love that our toner and our serum are so gentle and effective that you can use them under the eye area. That's an area that, we want to be really cautious about what kind of products we're putting there so we don't damage it. It's the only part of our skin that doesn't really rejuvenate itself. It doesn't get new cells. It doesn't get to really start over. So we want to be careful on how the damage that we cause for under our eyes. And so this serum is just fabulous as it tightens up your skin and gives you all that extra moisturizer. I use it on the back of my hands, again, my face, my neck, my chest area, because it just gives me that extra moisture. But I have combination skin, so you don't get greasy from, you don't have too much moisture. It knows what you need. So I really love this serum.
And also, I noticed that the epigenetic part in this product, the serum,
Mhm.
becomes here. That, yeah, I can be a oil skin, maybe Nova can
Mhm.
be a dry skin, and maybe Tanya can be a normal. So the 3 types of skin, we can use it. And the very amazing part is, as me I'm using it and Nova is using it, our layers of skin, they're gonna have the tendency of become normal again. And this is very hard to find in a skincare product. Usually when you are oily, you're gonna be with your oily skincare. When you are dry, with your skin dry products. But this product is allowing us to become normal again. And I think that's one of the big secrets and benefits of this serum that we had here. And I don't know, is Nova, you already having a great experience with this product?
Yeah, I remember. I just want to share. I remember buying a set of products, skincare, for a little over $1,000 for that entire for the
Wow.
entire set. And what I didn't like about it is I'd have to think about what to use in the morning, what to use at night, and then you use it and there's not it's not working and you stop using it, so it's wasted money. But this time with with a serum. You know how Tanya would always say, the first thing I remembered during the first presentation for Imura is that it says other products as one active ingredient, ours as five. And and then I thought, yeah, I have a niacinamide, I have a ceramide, I have a this and this. You don't have to think about it. Just, put it on your put it you just use it. And you don't really have that a lot of decision is made. What do I do? What do I use today? I mean, for some people, they may think, oh, that's a little thing, it shouldn't be a problem. Well, it is, especially if you have an active, a busy lifestyle, and that you have to, make decisions like that. It does matter in skincare. It does. I mean, I don't know, but you ladies can relate, right? So with this one, you don't have to have different serums. You use one and you get all your skin is happy just with that serum. And yeah, it brightens up your skin. Just you don't have lines. And
To give you the brightness that you need to the day. And it's very
Yes.
easy to use
yeah,
in the morning and before you go to sleep. And
yeah,
that's it.
And you don't have to think. You just need to know the order to use it in. And it's the same thing morning and night. And that's one of the things that I really loved about this skincare is it just simplified getting
yes,
ready.
yes, yeah.
And because the another secret, how you know that you have a great product. Did you notice that when you are using any other skincare, as you're using it, it's gonna create oxidative stress, right? And it's gonna be coloring here and browning and things like that.
Mhm.
Our
Yes.
supplement doesn't do
Just
that.
know.
Doesn't get oxidative stress. So that make you feel that has the correct ingredients and the and natural that make you to know that you are using a great product. So I love this supplement. And then we have the moisturizer starfish serum. And well, in this time, I'm going to say who wants to talk about it.
I love this moisturizer. With my rosacea, retinols were really hard on my skin. My face would be red and tender and kind of sore, but I knew that I needed the benefit of the retinol for aging. So I just endured um, with those issues, having a hot face for, 20 or 30 minutes after I was done at night, you know, being thankful that I wasn't going to go anywhere and didn't want anybody to see me, with my face all exploded. Um, but I love this moisturizer because the starfish serum works just like the retinol. It's the product that the starfish make that they can regrow limbs if they get injured and produce new cells. Well, Actives has figured out how to put that ethically into our moisturizer. And so that moisturizer, I'm getting that benefit of the retinol twice a day because it doesn't have the side effects. So you can go out in the sun and you're not going to burn, and you can put it on. I put it again on my hands, my neck, my chest. And then my hands and my neck, my chest, my face, everybody's getting the effects of a retinol without any side effects. I don't have to worry about burning. And when you're as pasty as I am, that is a concern. So, you know, and I love how the moisturizer, just knows what your skin tone needs. My mother has very dry skin. Like she would be the desert. Mine is a combination, the T zone. I'm very oily here and kind of dry out here. And then, I have another cousin that's very dry and another one that is really oily. And we all washed our faces together around the kitchen sink with this Amora skincare. And each one of us felt amazing. My mother had the moisturizing that she needed to not feel so dry. That's her thing, is she really wants something greasy. But she's like, this isn't greasy. It just absorbed right into her skin. But it nourished her skin immediately, where she didn't have that dry, tight feeling. It moisturizes mine, but I don't feel greasy like a grease lick and something could just slide right off my nose, because I'm oily. I don't have that with this. My cousin, who's really oily, she felt normal. She's like, I don't feel like I have all the oil on my face that I normally do. And so that moisturizer worked for each one of us standing there. And it was amazing. And we all, our skin is turning around, and looking younger and better. And it's more normal. My mom's like, hey, I don't have the dryness as much as I did. And, my husband uses it and people are guessing his age incorrectly. And so it's wonderful. I am so happy that I discovered this skincare and that Actives brought this out.
And another benefit of the celomic oil from the starfish is that when your skin get exposure to burn, maybe for the sun, is you are able to put and just a little bit in the skin, you will see how it's gonna start taking the burn part and healing the skin. And I had two testimonies. One with my grandbaby, then he's making here noise. He was having a diaper rash, and mom used I don't know how many of the creams for baby rash, and he was pretty bad. And I was like, oh my God, poor Wyatt. So I remember one of Angie saying about somebody getting burned and use it, and the pain, the burn disappear. So I grabbed and put it on Wyatt's skin, and I saw how, as putting it, the color change. I was like, oh my God, it's almost like I was seeing magic. It was like changing the color to be normal again. And I was like, oh my God. And then another day I was cooking on the stove and I burned my finger, and it didn't was too bad, but it was because, and then I thought, oh my God, what about I put the moisturizer? And I did, and immediately 2 minutes after, that pain disappeared. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is such an amazing product. And girls, what about we talk about the price of these supplements?
Oh,
I don't remember, what is the price of the set?
It's $210 with membership.
Yes, 210. And individual, this is 50, right? This is 70.
Yes.
This is 40. This is 30.
I remember.
I can remember how much is the month.
One is like 40.
Yeah, 40. So all this kit for 210 lasts me approximately the 2 months and a half or the 3 months.
True.
So I feel for the price of the product and for what it does for the skin, there is no say compared with so many supplement or skincare products that are out there. I feel that this epigenetic skincare compete with any of the highest skincare products out there. And it's not only it's gonna work, but also it's gonna save money to our pockets. When I was hearing Nova that she spent $1,000, I was thinking, oh no, my husband will kill me. But in the past, I did like $350, $400.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I never did like 1,000 yet. Okay, so maybe I need to do one. Anything else you girls want to add about the skincare?
Tanya.
Well, I know that our moisturizer also works on old scars. It works on stretch marks, like if you've had a baby and your lower abdomen and you have the stretch marks.
Yeah.
I wasn't brave enough to do, because I just did one side to see. And then, I was like, okay, one side of my tummy looks really good and one side doesn't. But I'm like, I'm not going to, expose people to have to look at my tummy to see that the before and after of the stretch marks. And so I used it and I don't have stretch marks anymore. So,
Well,
uh,
a lot of people had acne in the past. They had a lot of scars. With
sorry.
those two products, the moisturizer and the toner, they are able to heal the scar, and it's amazing. I see that.
Yes.
My sister was having that issue, and she was able to. She was dealing this for, I don't know, the scars for 20 years, and until she tried this, and she was spending I don't know how much money and other treatments, and then when she started this, she was not able to believe it, and I'm like, yeah, our supplements really work. Yes, having
Yeah.
that. Hmm.
And I, was really impressed because when I went to the salon with Jerry, I mean, they were, very serious about how to use this as they're going to do for their clients. I mean, I got a little nervous at that point, ladies. I will not lie, because they set me up in their room where they do the facials, and they lay down on the table. And I was the esthetician, and they're like, I mean, I'm in the chair rubbing their faces and doing the skincare behind them. And, they were both so impressed when they sat up and they looked at themselves in the mirror. Their first thing is like, I'm glowing. I look amazing. It's not heavy. It smells good, but it doesn't, the scent isn't overpowering. It's not too greasy. It's not, they were just raving over it. And I'm sitting here sweating bullets. And, Jerry is supposed to be taking pictures and, building to show that, hey, we're doing things. And he had one job and he didn't do it. But, I'm like, ah, nothing like a little pressure. But I sat there and I've done the presentation so often that I was able to I have a mask brush that, I apply my mask with. And so I applied their mask I took a brush for each of them. And then, I was doing all of that. And, when you're with a professional that does this every single day, I was a little concerned, about how I was going to be doing, but what they would think, and they were in love. They're trying to figure out how to put this in their business to make money off the skincare. They were so impressed, so they think that their clients are going to love it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we did a very good um, call talking about our skincare. Nova, what do you would like to say to somebody that is watching us? And now you know that we know that we had a very amazing skincare, and maybe they want to try it, or maybe they want to um, or they are looking for an opportunity and they already hear about network marketing and now they are hearing here about actives. What do you will say to somebody that maybe is listening us this evening?
Okay. Well, thank you. Oh, again, thank you, Coco, for inviting me and sharing this time with you. I really enjoyed it. It's like, so I have my coffee. So it's like we're having coffee and just,
Well, you need to tell the audience that for you, what time is over there?
it's 7, 8 o'clock. It's 8 a.m. So it's normal for me to have this coffee, right? But I did enjoy this conversation, and we hope there's going to be a next time. I hope there's going
Yes.
to be a next time. I thank you. You're women that very early on I met on actives, and I thought if this women can do it, maybe I can do it too. And so you I draw a lot of inspiration from both of you, doing this actives. But to answer your question, Coco, the the of course the skincare is fantastic. There's nothing like it, and I'm almost 50 years old, and I've experimented with skincare and whatnot. I can really honestly tell you, I swear to God, it's really the best skincare that I've tried, and for what you can get it for, it's really worth it. You are worth it.
Wait, and
You're
also, that remind me, the Philippines is one country. There is a lot of skincare products. I mean, they come from from different places. So you are exposed to so many skincare supplements over there.
Yeah, that's why I say, I experiment. You get a lot from TikTok, and they all come from one country. And oh, we used to go a lot to Thailand, and Thailand also has really good skincare and etc. etc. And I go to Thailand, I come back with like a big bunch of skincare, and it's not sustainable. It's not. And then I found this, and I thought the search is over. Finally, the search is over. It's Imora for my skincare. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a member of Actives. Even if I weren't, maybe, and maybe one of the big reasons also why I am very passionate about Actives is because of Imora. It does work, and it will not cost you an arm and a leg, you know, to use it. And if you're watching and you're new to network marketing, I think one thing that I would want to say is that you suspend all judgment. It's not what a lot of people say it is. It's really the best business model out there. Because where in the world can you start with a business for $530? Not no you can't do that. And then the ROI is almost immediate. You'll get your money back in weeks, and then you have an entire infrastructure ready for you. You don't have to think about anything. You want to you know I really envy you guys in the US because you can do drop shipping. I know we're gonna get there. I'm not complaining. I know we're gonna get there. But see, where in the world will you have a business where things are done for you? And this is what I tell people. When you sign up for network marketing, the first thing that you need to do is to look pretty and
Mhm.
to find a place where you can talk to people, share coffee with, and that's it. There's no
Right.
additional capital. You don't have to do a lot of capital infusion while you're doing this business. So you can really focus on just growing your team. And there's nothing like it. Like say for
Mhm.
example, here in the Philippines, there's a franchising is very popular here. Like when you ask someone, if you win in the lottery tomorrow, what kind of business would you engage in? And they would go franchising, and they would always think about the uh what fast food. So, but then I talked to
McDonald's.
someone. I spoke to somebody who is a franchise for KFC, and he said he spends millions of pesos for the business, and then it would take 7 years for him to get that back. And then I don't know when the pandemic happened, he doesn't know when the ROI is, and who's got a ton of money, a lot of time, and you know to start a business. So I said, you flip this over, the product is free, the business is what you actually really pay for. And for $530, you start from the moment you sign up, you're in business. And because of technology, your market is not just your immediate community. Like right
Right.
now, we're we're influencing people in Canada, and we haven't even left this small city of ours. You know what I mean? So your market is not limited. The world is your oyster. And there's nothing like it. I mean, really. So, um if you really want financial stability, financial freedom, time freedom, I mean, what I like about networking is my son would go, "Oh, mom, I forgot to tell you there's going to be an event in school." And I go, "Okay, I'm there. No, no worries. I
Hmm.
don't have to tell my boss. I don't have to." And all the I mean the little perks that comes with doing a business like this. You get to travel mostly for free,
Mhm.
sometimes not, but it doesn't matter because you earn that money. And that's why I said, because of the networking business that I had, um, I was able to explore my neighborhood here in Asia, went to Dubai, and discovered all these countries because of network marketing. I wouldn't be able to do that on a fixed income, or if I have a business that requires my 100% or my presence every time. So I can leave the country for 2 weeks, and my the business will keep on going, because you leverage on the people that you're with, and you teach them your best practices, and you're really just have full control of your time. And I'm not gonna complain about the income. Although I say, the income is important, but I'm not gonna complain about the money. It's really, really great. And I don't know. If you haven't engaged in network marketing, this is your sign. You go ahead and get somebody to mentor you on it, and who would be passionate, just not just of their own, growth, but of yours. And the people in networking are that way. You will never find people that is just more in who thinks more about your future than you do, except for those in networking, because you understand, especially on the actives platform, you will never get anywhere until you are able to help people under you. So I always say this: I don't dream for me anymore. I dream for the people who I'm working with, because when they achieve their dreams, I get mine.
Hmm.
And there's
Yes.
nothing better. There's really nothing better. So, and
Yes.
of course, I
Yes.
want to say our products is, I said this before, I'm going to keep saying it, it's unique. There's nothing like it out there. You have no competition at the moment. So while you don't have competition on the actives products and platform, oh gosh, let's just do it.
And let me tell you, because we are just at the beginning of this, pretty soon, when the Philippines is complete open, you already are stable the business there, and it's going to be more easier because now you are dealing with the obstacles of opening the country, but the reward, you're going to have already a very stable team. And when Apis is full there, you are going to be the first one, the pioneer that
Yeah.
they take the opportunity. And that was for you because you are ready in that moment when they present it to you and you take it.
Right.
So I congratulate you for that. And what about you, Tanya?
Well, I second everything that Nova said. Whether you've been in network marketing or not, these products are for everybody. They will change your skin, they will change your health. I just recommend to try them. Give the business a try. It is so rewarding and it is so amazing. And when you help someone reach their dream and you get your dream along with them, there is no better feeling than that. And when you can bless your family, I've been able to bless my daughter with a new car, and things that, if I just had a regular job, I would not be able to afford a lot of things. And so this has really been a great and crucial benefit to my family um, around me. So I just encourage anybody reach out. Join us if you want to. We're all in different areas. That's what's so wonderful about this business is that it's still fairly new, even here in the U.S. I live in the state of Oregon, and there's only 6 distributors.
Wow.
Coco is in Arizona.
Probably,
Nova's in the
probably you have
Philippines.
6, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, and so there is so much room for growth. So wherever you live, there is room for growth. And again, there are no other type of epigenetic companies on the market that have the quality of what we do. And so our competition in the quality of products just isn't there yet. And so we have a great marketing plan. Nova and I have been in other businesses, so we've seen business models. Ryan Thompson, our president, has written an amazing uh, compensation plan. And so, they reward you well for sharing and caring for other people.
All right. So, Nova, where people can find you?
I'm online. So for now, I'm on, well, social media is alive and well in this country. But so I have, we have a presence. And yeah, so we're building, like Coco said, we're building opening up the market in the Philippines. And so far, we've gotten really good uh, feedback, and the market is very accepting of the products and all that. So, but Jerry, our upline, just really kinds of whispers things to me that I believe, and he said, "You're the first in the Philippines, but don't you realize that you guys are gonna be the first in Asia, because the one other market that we have, or the one other office that we have, is in Japan." And um, so he said it's pretty much an entire region that's really up to you, and so you gotta, you know, uh,
Mm-hmm.
just think about that major opportunity that's out
Mhm.
there. So
Thank
shout
you.
out to Jerry.
And
I don't know if he's I don't know if he's watching, but thank you, Jerry, for everything. I could ask for a better, mentor. He's really
Mhm.
very supportive, and he's kind of funny too, right, Tanya?
Yes.
what about you, Tanya? Where people can find you?
I'm on social media, WhatsApp, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. I'm available on all of those. I think on Instagram and Facebook, it's Tanya Van Dyke Actives Professional. So
Okay. Well, I just want to say, ladies, thank you so much for
Thank
this
you.
conversation. I think it was full of a lot of great information. And I would like to invite you again because I would like to disclose the compensation plan based on your experience with other companies and with other compensation plans. I would like that, that we can show to the audience why Actis compensation plan is very, very unique and I think would be very interesting for the audience to know how they can create income with this amazing company. And we say in that, and we say, well, have a great rest of the evening, a great weekend, and
Thank
we
you.
see you probably again next week. Thank you,
All right.
ladies. Have a great night.
thank you. Have a
Thank
great
you.
time.
Yeah.
Yes, bye.
Bye.